Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Tuesday, October 14, 2008. This morning I'd like to go through a presentation of an upcoming feature of Syncom Smalltalk, specifically ObjectStudio 8, the modeling tool. This is a thing that has been supported in the past, has some problems in ObjectStudio 8, but is under development. Now we showed this off a little bit at ESOG last summer, and I wanted to go through a little bit now here. So I've got it loaded, and I haven't demonstrated loading it because it's not coming in the way you would normally load things in ObjectStudio, which is here through Load Application. So let's just start it, and I'll bring up the modeling tool, create a new model, and let's rename this from new model to, person model. And then what we'll do is we'll create a new submodel, and from here we'll call this my sub. That's easy. And then from here what we'll do is we'll say we want to have a new class. We'll call this person. And let's get another new class. And we'll call this, let's say job. So let's go in here and we'll bring up the diagram editor by doing it open. So here we have our diagram editor. We have this class here and this class here. We can pick these up and move them around. And what we can do is we can add attributes to these. So I'm going to say I want a new attribute on this, and I'll call the new attribute ID. Let's get rid of that E. And we'll add another attribute, and we'll call this title. Got to click in there first. Now let's go over here and expand this a little bit. Gotta grab the corner to make that bigger. Then we'll grab this one and we'll add an ID to this, an attribute. And let's just call this something like name. Now, not terribly exciting yet. What I can do though is I can move these around. If I had given them some kind of relationship as far as subclass and superclass, that would be showing up. Let's just go ahead and do this though. Tools, synchronize implementation. And at this point I have to give this a package name. So let's say test modeling. And I have to give it a namespace. So let's just put it in the ObjectStudio namespace since that's something that already exists. And we'll do a synchronize. Hit continue. And now it's gone ahead and generated code for this. And what I can do is I can move that out of the way, and I can bring up the class browser. And you can see that if I go down and find my package, then here in the browser I have my person class, and it's generated some code. Now these numbers here are showing things that are being done to the browser completely independent of the modeling tool. They're just showing you how many of the methods in that category are part of this package. So let's leave that aside for the moment. But we have code that was generated for us. And interestingly, if I go and modify this, modified by JAR, and Control S accept that, and now I come back over to the modeling tool. So we'll right click on this, do an open, and you see the code is showing up. Now it's just a comment, but again, in the browser, in the modeling tool. They reflect back and forth, so changes made one place show up in the other tool. So that's pretty much all I wanted to demonstrate for today, just to show you that there's actual progress happening on the modeling tool. This is something we expect to be released with the 8.2 version of ObjectStudio. And if you're interested in that, what you can do is you can send me an email at jrobertson@syncom.com. You can get a hold of the eval, which is our beta version of ObjectStudio that's under development constantly by engineering, and we can get you access to the modeling tool stuff for you to look at. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.